Hi, welcome back. Right. I've been recording for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I realized something pretty upsetting. OBS, or I don't know if it's OBS or if it's World of Warcraft, but in this case Blizzard, if they made any changes, but before I didn't used to have to switch between World of Warcraft and World of Warcraft Classic in OBS. It would just kind of detect both in the same scene. Or the same sources, really. It did not this time. So I apologize. I'm just gonna quickly go over what I did. And what I did was go inside here and killed. I looted the quest item and then killed the guy that came. And then I was kind of wandering around considering, or actually flying around considering why the heck I couldn't find any of these mobs. Which of course then I realized was because I needed to turn this valve. So basically that's where we're at. I was telling you also what we did last week, and well, I'm just gonna go over it quickly. Basically, we worked this area. We blew up some burrows. We killed some gnomes, killed some mechs. Basically, that's it. So we're gonna keep working this area, and then maybe we'll see if we'll move on to either this or this. I feel kind of dumb, but yeah. Right. I was also saying we have gotten a kitten. I think I mentioned that we're going to last week. But we got him. And
I do not have a target.
basically, he's the cutest guy ever. I am never letting that guy go. I'm serious. He's so cute. And basically, I said basically a lot. Yeah, so he's a bit shy. Because he's a stray. And stray cats, well, they're shy. But when you manage to get a hold of him, which now comes more and more easily, he just purrs. Yeah, he just purrs a lot. Basically, he's a really curious little guy. He seems happy. He loves our cat since before. Our previous cats. Well, actually, our current cats. So he's doing well. And if you're interested, I could post some pictures on my on WoW by Evie's Facebook page, which yeah. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll post them. And what else? I told you about the fact that I switched guilds in Classic. I mean, I mostly play Classic anyway, so I haven't switched guilds in retail, but I'm not exactly active. Let's turn up the music. I don't think there is any. Turn down the effects to 30%. Oh, loot. Basically, you see, I keep saying basically. So, my previous guild was decent, but a bit too toxic for my flavor. Oh, wait. This isn't the valve thing, is it? Is this it? Oh, right. I have coffee. Okay. I need to find that valve. I think the best way is to scout using flying mount. says it's here, but... maybe I'm not paying attention? Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh. So, the guild I'm joining now, well, that I joined a few days ago, has well, they killed Ragnaros no problem, and a run usually takes an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's a guaranteed rag kill every week. It's basically no problem with Anexia either. My previous guild killed Ragnaros once, and that's about it. I mean, we did one-shot Ragnaros that time, but still. Unfortunately, the leadership isn't very happy with us from the previous guild. Understandably, I mean, they did gear us up and everything. And I say us because we left a few of us. And, yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. But still, I can't stay because of gear. Gear isn't what's important to me. I just want to have fun. And people get annoyed if you say that it's just a game. But honestly, it's just a game. I play because it's a game. I want to play a game. And I get that people see it as somewhat of a second life. Because, yeah, sure. I can see that. Why people would say that. What happens in WoW matters to people. It matters to me, of course, because I'm human. I'm a gamer, of course it matters to me, but still, if I'm not having fun with it, why should I do it? Maybe that's cold of me, but still. I keep trying to tilt my head down more, because otherwise you can't see my eyes, you can only see a reflection. I really hate wearing glasses. I started wearing glasses when I was 20. And so far, as far as technology has come with, like, on the market, with what's on the market, there is no current solution to my eyesight. Because it's not like I'm suffering from some sort of illness, it's just that I see blurry in distance. So I kind of need to wear glasses or contacts or something. Unfortunately, contacts, they give me really dry eyes, no matter what brand. And it starts itching, they give me cuts on my eyes and stuff. Not great. So I can't really wear contacts. My eyes aren't made for that. These guys are so slow. Like, what the heck? Right, so we killed those. Let's collect some energy. Ooh, I love this mount so much. So what do we need to do? Plant the wind soul totem in the ground. Oh, I think someone calling me? Oh no, it's just my mom sending me a gazillion pictures again. She does that. I don't always want to look at them because, well, they're just not that interesting, but I can't tell her. You know what? Honestly, I have told her to stop sending them, but she just, yeah, she doesn't listen.
I am out of range.
My mom and I don't always see eye to eye. You know what? That's unfair. My mom and I never see eye to eye. My parents and me in general don't see eye to eye about pretty much anything. And as much as I love my parents, I just can't stand to be around them. It's unfortunate, it's sad, it's unfair. But I just can't do it. And I'm okay with that. It's not like it's something bad. I don't suffer from it, from anything related to it, really. I'm totally okay with it. Yeah, pretty much. This was actually much quicker than I thought it would be. I have mostly been... You know what? No, since last episode, I've only played Classic. Not even mostly. I've only played Classic. And occasionally I think to myself, well, maybe I should just do the Classic Let's Plays. But when I actually do these, it's kind of nice. And it reminds me that I do in fact like both. Both Classic and Retail. And a lot of the Classic community they're like, no, how can you play that S? And it's terrible. I don't know. And then the Retail community will be saying something like, oh, it's so slow, I can't stand that game. How can you play that? So pretty much a lot of the Classic community hates the Retail community, and the Retail community really hates the Classic community. Or maybe not the community, maybe it's just a game, but the Classic and Retail community often have nothing in common in my experience. Well, I guess there's me. I like both, and I think that's okay. Perfect. That was a really quick quest. And we're almost back at the camp. Did we? Oh yeah, we did complete 3 quests. I mean, I could just abandon the quest I completed off camera and retake it, but it feels unnecessary, really. Ooh! Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, Dumpling Evie. With these odd creatures destroyed, dealing with the rest of the pools should now be a simple matter.
Go in peace. Greetings, traveler.
Doraine nods. Good. This should be sufficient to show Physics exactly what I've been trying to tell him.
May the eternal sun shine.
Time is money, friend.
Hold on. Coffee break. I gotta keep trying to remember to put down the glass or the mug really gently, or it makes this horrible sound because, I don't know, some reason. Patching up. Remember all that gnomish duct tape you brought me? Well, I've found a use for it. The body of the flying machine is so banged up in places that I'm going to need to reinforce it, even if I ever hope to fly. The rain over here has been telling me that the Tunaka use steam-cured caribou leather for making watertight containers. Marsh caribou lives all around the village and in the flood plains to the north. Get the best hides you can find and cure them over the steam vents in the geyser fields. Okay.
Have a good one.
And maybe there's turn in here.
Who wished
The
to
holiday event, by the way, is going on right now. Take a look at it if you haven't already. It's kind of worth it doing all the holiday events because then you get a mount, which is kind of cool. A dragon. Is it over then? Has the threat of Gearmaster Mechazod been eliminated? That's the guy I killed earlier. The Great Mother breathes a heavy sigh of relief. It is done then. You have saved us. If you hadn't stopped him here, then who knows how far this mistake of the gnomes would have spread. With the threats from the Blue Dragons and the Nexus War, not to mention the Lich King, the last thing we need is a mad creation of the Titans running loose. No thanks. No thanks. What sells for more? This sells for more.
Ancestors watch over you.
I told my husband I might be getting him 2 Christmas presents. Because, yeah, I don't know. I thought I would be able to get him a second present that was out on Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, it was sold before I could ask. Well, it sold before I could buy it, so that's unfortunate. Okay, let's kill some caribou and take their hides. Are there really caribou here? Or just no, I think it's just the geysers that are here. Where can I find the caribou? I think maybe in this area. Let's try that. You know, it's only luck that I looked up on OBS and saw that, well, I didn't have any game intake thing going on there. It was silly. And feels bad, man. Feels really, really bad. It's kind of fortunate, though, that I managed to... You know what? I have a better idea. Around the village and in the flood plains to the north. Well, then they should live there. I never saw any caribou, though. And what the heck is a marsh caribou? I don't know. Maybe marsh caribou is some sort of WoW species. Because those are certainly not caribous. And you know, it's not really a marsh either. I think the quest thingy must be wrong. Let's head over in this direction. Because there definitely is no caribou around that. Around there. And none over here. Yeah, there's no caribou here either. And we're supposed to turn this one, but we can do that later. I think for now the best thing we can do is wowhead.com. Okay, what's the quest's name? Patching up. Okay, so they definitely look like caribou. Right outside the village to get the... Okay. Okay. So let's just go outside the village and see if we can find it. Let's finish this coffee. Okay. Oh, here's some marsh caribou, but... Yeah. The temperature on that, not so great. Cold coffee is not my thing. I guess if you're drinking iced coffee, then sure. That's not really my thing either, but yeah. I do rather like iced lattes. Okay, so I just have to hope they drop their hide. Seems kind of odd. Because I can't skin them. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna open up the bag so I can see how many I have. You know, the general drop rates here are kind of bad for retail. Usually the drop rates in retail are so much better. I'm so sleepy lately. Still, I mean, I've complained about this for 2 or 3 weeks, I think, but I'm just always so sleepy. Which is unfortunate, because I really want to have more energy to do stuff. Also,
Too far away.
when I'm more energetic, it makes for a better Let's Play, I think. So most of my days lately have been spent with the kitty. But not only the kitty, because it's not allowed in our computer room. So I've spent some of that time doing some grinding in Classic WoW. Which, I mean, yeah, sure. Grinding in Classic WoW is grinding in Classic WoW. It's just part of the game. But I've also been playing some Witcher 3, and I think I'm actually nearing the end of the game. Because I'm about to move on to Kaer Mordan, I think. Mordan? Yeah. I think that's the name of the place, and you Witcher fans out there, just don't slaughter me in the comments, please. I know it's bad, but my memory is terrible, especially when it comes to locations. And I mean, also geography has never been my thing. So some of you may know that Norway is neighbors with Sweden. And some of you may even know that the capital of Norway is Oslo. So I managed to learn that the capital of Norway was Oslo by mistake in the 9th grade. And I mean, that's terrible. We were gonna have a geography quiz. And as we were preparing outside the classroom before the class was supposed to start. So my classmates and I were, ooh, I love this color. Hold on. That's amazing. Everyone needs that mount in their lives. They should really make that mount. Well, this mount in that color. Because that's one amazing color for a mount. Anyway, yeah, so we were preparing outside the class. And I said, I haven't really learned this. I tried all day yesterday, but it doesn't stick. And I said, because I bet Oslo is like in Norway or something. And they said, well, yeah, Oslo is in Norway. And I thought, oh, I was kidding. I'm not my proudest moment, to be honest. Not my proudest moment by a long shot. But I mean, I did learn something from it, so I guess it's not all bad. Oh, I already have 5. Why am I still killing these? Good question. You know, I was talking too much. I was talking and not focusing on the task at hand. So that's what happens. Now, I read comments in Wowhead that it's these that I need to cure these at, because it's smaller things sticking out of the ground with the red flowers around them. So I assume it's, well, these. I've been in a singing mood lately. I want to sing right now. I'm not going to sing right now. Singing on YouTube is usually the best way to get people to make fun of you. And usually, I actually have pretty thick skin. I can take most kinds of trolly behavior towards me and walk away not really caring about it. Especially if you give me a day or two, and I'll usually recover pretty quickly. But
Hey, how you doing?
it's unnecessary for your own mental well-being to just provoke it. Did you get that cured caribou hide for me? If you were a guy, I mean, it would be easier probably. Fantastic. A few more tweaks and I'll be an airborne goblin. Yeah, I don't want that.
Keep it real.
And of course it gets an epic upgrade. What the heck?
The winds guide you.
Excuse me. To the northeast looms the temple city of Enkila, the Scourge seat in the Buran tundra. From behind the walls, the Scourge commander has sent his Nerubians to surround us. Remaining on the defensive would doom my people, but my advisors differ in their strategies. Durm would charge in blindly, while Sage Aerie favors stealth. The temple city has blighted the nearby lands and the native creatures. Aerie believes that the pelts of the scourged mammoths can serve as a cloak that may hide an infiltrator. Bring him 5 mammoth pelts.
Walk with the earth, mother.
And they're having a conversation there, but I'm not gonna read that. It would probably be more RP-ish to read it, but I'm not going to do that. Now let's do this quest. Oh. Wrong way. And there are scourged mammoths here as well, so I think that's good, because I think we're gonna need to kill these for the quest we get here. The Magmatars and the scourged mammoths for our quest.
Well met.
The Great Mother sent you. She must be disappointed in me. But when I saw the great object fall from the sky, I could not wait for a full group of long runners and snow trackers to accompany me. Knowledge waits for no one. Wait, someone else is here? Really? Interesting.
May the eternal sun
Oh, wait.
shine upon thee.
Let's read it. The Magnetar at the dens of dying have contracted a plague. We must find the cause. But first, we must put them out of their miseries. Zandalari troll, you must go to the north onto the slopes in front of us and destroy as many of the poor creatures as you can. I didn't need to do that. I'm so used to having to dismount before casting a spell from Classic that I automatically try to dismount sometimes before doing something. Yeah, my lips are dry again, and I can't help but touch it with my tongue. It's gross. It's unnecessary, and it just leads to me getting annoyed by all the flaps, so I start biting it and pulling on the flaps, and that means I start bleeding. And then, yeah. Either way, I shouldn't be doing it. it's a good thing that we waited to do this quest. I remember these being so much harder in Wrath of the Lich King. Everyone is super psyched, by the way, about Wrath of the Lich King servers. I don't think there are gonna be any Wrath of the Lich King servers for quite a while, but everyone seems to really want that. And I'm here like, I like classic. I like retail. I think Wrath of the Lich King was fine, but I just didn't find it as amazing as everyone else. And I feel kind of bad about that because it seems like I have bad memory or something, or maybe just missing out. Because I didn't retain any of those memories. And you know what? Maybe I am, but still, I like the memories I have too, and I do wish somehow that I would be able to get those memories from Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm back, because I remember just about nothing. I don't remember who I played with. I don't remember any of the raids really, other than doing some trash in Lich King Palace thing. Icecrown Citadel, that's the one. Other than doing some trash in Icecrown Citadel, I don't remember anything. Which, I mean, I do remember more of Wrath of the Lich King than I do of Cataclysm. Because from Cataclysm, pretty much all I remember is, what do I remember? Mount Hyjal. I remember killing and getting killed by the fire elemental in Mount Hyjal and taking packages from those weird little things following some giants over there. I know I raided. I did in Cataclysm in Wrath of the Lich King too, but you know, it's not like vanilla. I have such vivid memories of vanilla. And so many memories of vanilla. Feels kind of sad. I wish I had more memories of all the expansions. I have quite a lot of memories from Miss Pandaria. I didn't start raiding Miss Pandaria until well, here's the funny part. I did Shaw of Fear on what then was heroic difficulty, but what now is mythic difficulty. I did Shaw of Fear on my... Oh! Look at that. Level 70, guys. That's amazing. Cool. And we got it from exploration. That doesn't really happen that often. We got a PvP talent. Let's see what we want. This is new. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I use Frost Nova. Let's take that. Right, so we need one more Magnetar. Magnetar or Magmatar? Magnetar. There's one. I don't want to aggro anything. Let's do this. There we go. I don't know why this mount is on my favorites bar, but I think it's because I worked hard for this mount. And back in Warlords of Draenor. And I did get it in current content, so I'm slightly proud of that. I have no good memories of Warlords of Draenor. Absolutely none. And that's kind of sad. I mean, I know a lot of people liked it, so it couldn't have been that bad. Well, a lot of people, but some people. What else can we do but ease their suffering? In any case, they came here to die, so do not mourn them. At least you have given them some dignity. Now we must put an end to that which is causing the plague. I'm convinced that the plague is being caused by something in the caves up there. Mage, I want you to take these seeds. I normally use them as a ward against the scourge, though perhaps they can be used to disrupt whatever foulness is happening in the dens. Find the scourge of the plague and throw them into it. The source of the plague and throw them into it. Okay.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
I can do that. We still have time. We have about 17 more minutes to go, so might as well do that. Should be a simple quest. It's a humanoid. Let's try to not end up in combat. And we did it. Nice. That's some sneakiness right there.
What brings you here?
The sage hangs her head in slight relief. This is a good start. If only that were our only problem. Oh. Bristlethorn should have returned by now. The other reason why we camp here was to investigate that scourge structure to the west, which fell from the sky. Here's impetus. He's impetuous and has likely gotten himself into trouble. Dumpling Evie, go to that place and find him. Please. The fallen necropolis to the west can only be assumed to be still filled with scourge. While you are at Talramas, Mage, I would ask that you dispatch all of the Lich King's servants that you find within and in the surrounding pools where it fell. What's the rewards?
Farewell.
Nothing great. Okay. let's go turn in this quest. And I think that this is a big endeavor going here. I don't think we'll be able to do that in 14 minutes. So I'm considering, well, we'll see where this leads us. I'm considering saving that for a next episode, but we'll see. Have you brought me the mammoth pelts? As much as I dislike bringing such disease-ridden things into the village, they may give us an advantage over our foes. The chieftain gestures to Sage, Airy, and waves dismissively at the pelts. While she is preparing the pelts, there is one other element we need to create, the cloak. By curing the hides with the blighted earth outside the temple city, Sage Airy believes she can create a cloak which will cause most of the Scourge minions to ignore your presence. You should blend right in, she says. She'd best be correct. It's our only chance of gathering information and plan our counterattack. You should be able to find the earth she needs poking in the areas to the south and the west of the fortress. Bring it to me when you're finished gathering it.
We shall meet again.
Okay. Oh, so it's in this area. Yeah, let's do this. I think I actually saw one of those in this area. Maybe. Maybe. And I think I did, yeah. I also will be streaming, if my new guild allows, I will be streaming the classic raids on Fridays, because then we are doing Molten Core and fast and efficient runs. Also, this guild doesn't require consumables until Ragnaros, so that's something. I just need to, you know, look up what kind of consumables are best for a healer and stuff. I wonder if we'll need to go to this thing. Or maybe we already did. I can't recall. And one more. Here is one unattended. I encountered a werewolf in Skellige in Witcher 3. And my friend had told me about a werewolf quest that was really good. I thought, oh, okay, I want to do that. Then I encountered a werewolf a long time ago when I started playing the game. And I thought, oh, maybe that was it. It was just a side quest. What's so special with this one? But no, the main quest line is... and then, I mean, it breaks off from the main quest line in Skellige, but it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm not even a werewolf kind of person. It's not really my thing. Chieftain Wintergate gingerly accepts the clods of soil you gathered. We should get these into Sage Airy's hand as soon as possible. The chieftain grunts, pretending not to be disturbed by the tainted dirt. We can never know when the Scourge commander will launch the final assault on the village. Sage Airy has finished the shroud. Take it with you and travel to the temple city of Enkila. Don the cloak within the city's bounds to hide yourself from most of the Scourge there. This will be our best opportunity to gather information about the enemy's fortification and leaders. While wearing the cloak, scout the 3 large spires on the grounds of the city. While the shroud will shield you from most of the scourge, the Enkila abominations will be able to find you if you get too close.
Ancestors watch over you.
What can we do in 9 minutes? Maybe we can do this in 9 minutes. Seeing as we only have 1 quest. We could also get the elemental hearts. Let's go for the elemental hearts. I would really like to continue the quest line, the Scourge quest line. But you know what? No. Let's continue the Scourge quest line. I am sorry for the confusion. Do we have the cloak? We do. Okay, we need to be inside the city to equip the cloak. And this should be easy enough with the flying mount. And we have the cloak, maybe? I can't really see. Okay, so with a flying mount, this is extremely simple and should not... Oh, I look like a ghost on cam because I have no natural or yellowish lighting from the screen. Yeah, so this seems really simple. If that does not seem to be it. Okay. I think maybe it's a level up. With this cloak, this is as simple as it gets. That didn't work. Why am I not getting credit for this? I seem to remember there being something about this that wasn't that was the location was different than what you would expect. I can't talk today. I apologize. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So easy with Fang Mount. Jesus. Super, super easy. I just wanted to see if it teleported you. Okay. That was it. I'm glad I did this. I see nothing. Maybe I need to... Oh, there we go.
Greetings, traveler.
Chieftain Wintergale listens to you as you describe your observations. The information you've gathered will help us to plan our assault on the temple city. We'll need to find a way to defeat the officers you identified and to get into that necropolis. Within the spires you described dwells the main lieutenants and the Scourge leaders, the high priests. Not only do they command the Scourge forces, but they hold the key to the necropolis above and their masters. An endless stream of the Scourge minions will overrun us if we can't find and defeat their leaders. I cannot leave my people defenseless. However, much Durm might want to bring the fight to the enemy. It falls to you, Dumpling Evie, to slay the High Priest and take the scrolls they hold.
Go in peace.
How may I aid you?
The presence of plague cauldrons within the temple city of Enkila worries me greatly, Dumpling Evie. It's clear that where was I? Chieftain Wintergale trusts your judgment and your knowledge of our enemy. Would you help me deal with the cauldrons as you helped the chieftain carry out his plans in the temple city? I prepared a totem which will attack and neutralize the contents of the cauldrons. All you must do is locate the cauldrons and use the totem near each. Each Scourge weapon we destroy brings us closer to victory.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
I have just the thing for you.
From the beginning, I've concealed that Chieftain Wintergale should. The Chieftain Wintergale should assemble our mighty warriors and attack our enemy at their base. My advice has fallen on deaf ears, and he has proven that he'd rather tiptoe around according to Sage Ares' plans. I'll wait no longer. If Chieftain Wintergale is too cowardly to send our warriors into battle, perhaps you'd be willing to show him that a direct attack can succeed. Storm the temple city of El-Kila and slay all in your path, Dumpling Evie.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Okay, so we have 1 minute and 5 seconds left. And I think that means it's about time to round up and... Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, to round up and... that's about it. So my release schedule is in the description below. Take a look at that. Check me out on Twitch, Wow by Evie, and have a great day. Bye.